for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Sacramento Kings. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Thursday, they'll tip off a road trip in Washington where they'll take on the Wizards.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Outside in the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And for Golden State, the forward. Spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Post in at the center, filling out the middle. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Westbrook, no good. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And what an entertaining group this team has been this season. These guys don't just win, they win big.
Yeah, their margin of victory for the season is over 12 points a game. That means some nights they're winning by 20, 30, or more. And the key is they're doing it with consistency. These guys will not take their feet off the gas, and that's part of what makes them so fun to watch.
Murray, good.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
On its way from Curry for two. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And he never stops working. Murray keeps the feet moving and just never out of control. Great play there inside.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about DeMar DeRozan, specifically how you defend him from the mid-range. He said, quote, "It's tough because his footwork is so good. Our goal is to try to push him out farther and make him take threes if possible. And we'll live with those results. We'll see if their defense is up for the task at hand." Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's DeRozan. The Warriors making the shot. For 3, Murray. The rebound by Post.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Melton. Butler kicks to Curry. 5 to shoot. There's a good screen. Sabonis grabs the board.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And like his dad back in the day, DeMontis had an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
And he knocks down the first one. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Now, here's Curry. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to DeRozan. Fires, high post. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Now here's Green. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's why his teammates look to get him down on the block. It is clear how confident he is down there.
Now here's DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Butler to the paint. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Green. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Curry can't get it to go.
Struggling to get it going out there.
Whoa! What a play!
And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
And so Steve Kerr starts to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Outside, Green. Trying to find post. Gets it to him. Pass to Melton. Fires from deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
So for the Kings, their last game a win against the Nets. And here is Murray. Here's DeRozan. Takes a three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three. Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
And he nails the third. Now, Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for us.
Yeah, we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh.
For Sacramento, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And Levine is a volume three-point shooter. Good to see him knock it down from deep.
Curry with the bounce pass. Sabonis with the steal. Levine passes to DeRozan. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 3. Three-pointer, Butler. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And Butler makes just enough from out there that you have to respect him.
Westbrook passes to Sabonis. Over Post. Sabonis' shot is off. Look at the last game for the Golden State Warriors. It was a win against the Rockets in Houston.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
Outside Westbrook. Murray outside. Here's DeRozan, and Butler sends it back.
Well, he is known as a lockdown defender, but Butler can also make plays on the ball.
Traps in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski's coming in for Milton. Sacramento also making some changes. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now, here's Monk. Playing Brooklyn, he was nearly unstoppable. Back to DeRozan. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Draymond Green.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Kings trail by 5. Monk outside. Left side, DeRozan. Murray for 3. Green with the block.
no matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
Here's Sabonis coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Shoots over Curry.
And the defense not making things easy for them.
Again, the miss by the King. He goes up again, and Green with the lay-in. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
That's just great hustle by Green. Few players in this league play as hard as Draymond.
Here's Schroeder. And again, unable to change momentum here. Outside, Kuminga. Back to Curry. To the middle. It's Butler that time on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his third assist on the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's averaging 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
Well, he just has a great awareness. It is phenomenal how he knows where everyone is at all times.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Curry against Schroeder. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Kings. Achua, he's checked in for Keegan Murray. And LaVine subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Now, here's Sabonis. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. LaVine kicks to Monk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside to stop the drought. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And I love it when Sabonis throws it down. Listen, we know he can shoot it from deep, but the dunk is easy money, baby.
Up top, Curry. He's guarded by Schroeder. Curry can't get it to go.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now, here's Green. Outside, Kuminga. Golden State moving it around. Green with a screen for Butler. The high post shot buries the jump shot. Butler's got 11 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Kuminga finds Podziemski. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Levine. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Bringing that intimidation factor. I love it. Yeah, just throw it up there and let Kuminga do the rest. What an athlete.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Kings. 15-point game. Monk, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Curry. Pass to Podziemski. The three. It's hauled in by Achua.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nice defense from Kuminga.
What a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top, leading by 17. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
And I like how they played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Moses Moody is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Quentin Post. Then there's Brandon Podziemski and Richard. Kuminga, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Kuminga's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Warriors. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And that one, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Steps back. Here's Schroeder, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
Warriors leading by 16. Right side, Kuminga. His three-pointers off the mark. Monk looking around. It's tipped. Down low. Post misses the shot.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back.
Here's Eubanks. And here we go. Three-pointer. And the Warriors miss again. The Kings trail by 16. And then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
In the corner, Moody with it. Outside, Kuminga. To the inside. Here's Podziemski. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
And we see Brandon Podziemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
Floats it up for Kuminga. The shot, no good. The Kings trail by 14. Moody with it, now guarded by Monk. Here's Richard. Misses and the dry spell continues. Kings have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Achua, the pass to Monk. Back to Achua. And it's blocked. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Pass to Kuminga. And finished off by Kuminga.
Well, if he was in the dunk contest right there, I think that's solid 10s across the board for Kuminga.
And Sacramento has possession. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Well, that's got to be an area of concern in this one. If they are able to dominate the boards again, it could be a repeat of the last meeting.
And a late second-round pick, but Tim Queen Post is showing he can contribute.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a true 7-footer, and he has proven he is more than comfortable shooting it from the three-point line. He is a proven NBA player.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Changes here. And the voting for the dunk contest is just about over, so let's bring up the leading contenders for you. Boy, with the players on this list, you know this year's contest is going to be a fun one.
It is. And with their places in the contest almost wrapped up, I'm sure these guys are working on their moves already.
You take a look at Post. Sitting at the top of the heap, looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And we're getting closer and closer to having our contestants determined. So be sure to stay tuned as we'll be bringing you updates very, very soon.
And partner, if we had the contest today, I'd be happy with the group we have right now.
On the wing, Melton. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 5, and they call an illegal screen here. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Warriors. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, there's the Kings, 7.5 games behind.
And checking in on Sacramento, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
Levine looking around. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Monk. This one for three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pajemski finds post. Butler on the way. Melton passes to Butler. Golden State moving it around. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
The Kings making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Outside, Levine. To the paint. Got a hand on it. It's post, top of the key. Here's Kuminga. Pass to Melton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading field goal percentages among centers and power forwards in the last 10 games. Second, Draymond Green. And, of course, Jonathan Kuminga.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and what I love is, for the most part, they take high-quality shots within the flow of the offense.
Out left to the wing, Kuminga finds post. Rebound by the Kings. Achua's got rebound number 5 here tonight. DeRozan with it. Butler covering. DeRozan passes to Westbrook. Outside, Sabonis. Lets it go from 11, and it's in off the backboard. Sabonis has got 8.
Looking like his dad, Arvydas, my former teammate. Sabonis, a skilled center, knocking down shots.
Butler against DeRozan, off his foot, and the ref saying he kicked it. And some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Quentin Post. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Kings. Curry outside, hands it from downtown. He's got 11.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Here's Monk. He's got 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And checking out the numbers for Jimmy Butler. How last month turned out for him. Getting around 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Well, he understands his role. He's one of their enforcers, but he also helps them win the battle of possession.
Sabonis kicks to DeRozan. Pocket 6. It's rebounded by Golden State. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. DeRozan against Kuminga. Takes it from 10. DeRozan's shot is off.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Butler, no good. The Kings trail by 20. Here's Westbrook, and the layup falls.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. Pass to Jackson Davis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Sabonis. Jackson Davis defending. And it's blocked. On its way from Curry for 2. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Bounce pass from Westbrook. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Curry.
Still searching for his first bucket of the night. He is struggling, and so is his team.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Quentin Post is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. And Draymond Green's subbed in for Jonathan Kuminga. Murray is screen on Melton. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jump.
Sacramento's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Westbrook, no good. Warriors leading by 22. Curry deciding where to go with it. Green with a screen for Curry. No good from outside. The Kings shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers. And what has been the trend for Stephen Curry?
Yeah, his playmaking acumen continues to ascend. One of the best passers in the game today. Every year, the game seems to slow down a bit, almost to the point where things are moving in slow motion, and that's why defenses don't know what to do with him.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Well, he's already been labeled the greatest shooter of all time. So for Curry at this point of his career, he only cares about adding titles.
On the wing, DeRozan, defended by Butler. It's blocked. And stolen by Murray. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green against Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Green with the block.
Wow, what a block. Draymond saying, not on my watch.
Curry wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 14 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, What was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out.
Now let's get back to the game at hand. Stephen Curry has his fingerprints all over that first half.
Yeah, he's high point so far. You see the plays they're running for him? Featured through the half. I expect that to continue.
Yeah, same.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Warriors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's who Doug Christie is starting in the second half. Curry and Sabonis make up the inside pair. Outside on the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. And it's Westbrook in at the one spot. Outside, Levine. Sabonis' screen on Melton. Levine's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The rebound by Post. Post has got 6 rebounds in the game. Green finds Melton. Back to Green. Now Curry. That's a 2 from Butler. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from DeRozan. Levine dishes to Westbrook, and it's good for 2. Westbrook's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Kings. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Butler on the wing. Back to Curry. Pass to Melton. Nice move. And Zach Levine pulls it down. Levine's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the left wing. Here's Westbrook, and the layup's good off the glass. Westbrook's got 8 points.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
It started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's DeRozan, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Butler against DeRozan. Bean passes to DeRozan and finished off by DeRozan.
And dynamite in his legs. And DeRozan detonates at the rim.
Warriors leading by 20. Curry on the wing. Over Westbrook, Curry kicks to Melton. Over Levine, Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Murray outside. DeRozan against Butler. Pass to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Used the screen and took it all the way.
The aggression from Sabonis, forcing the issue and getting the hoop.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And Sabonis, no good on that one. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages. But they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Oh, good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. Second, the Warriors. The Kings in third.
These two teams have really passed the ball well all season. They share it, they move it. It's really a pleasure to watch how they approach the game.
Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Westbrook. On the wing, Levine. Out to DeRozan. Lets it go from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Nobody near Melton. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Melton's got 8.
And good things tend to happen when you run your offense through Steph.
Kick out to Levine. Again, the miss by the King.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
DeRozan against Butler. Right side Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Personal foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
Well, so often, that's the best you can do against Steph. He's so skilled as a shooter, you're almost forced to foul.
Free throw good by Curry. Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Inside, here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Down low, Post takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Post has got 4 points now in the quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Levine kicks to Westbrook. Pass to DeRozan. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Fires from way outside. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Post finds Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Melton. Butler against DeRozan. A 15-footer. DeRozan with the rebound. Tipped away and stolen by Butler to the middle. Here's Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, it can be intimidating when you can't find any daylight, and that's been the case here. Disruptive defensively, blocking shots, altering shots, a real factor.
Green left side, shoots from the corner, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Outside Westbrook. Levine wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Levine's got 6.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
Outside Green. Five on the clock. Back to Curry. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 21 in the game.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for Sacramento. Outside Westbrook. Back to DeRozan. Pass to Levine. Westbrook against Curry. Curry with the steal. And Levine with the block.
And what a block from Levine. Love seeing him be so engaged on defense.
Timeout called the Warriors. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. The Kings also with the sub. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
Man, I mean, there's athletic, and then there's Jonathan Kuminga. What a dunk right there.
Here's Monk. 8 points for him. Outside Levine. And stolen by Payton. And it's the Warriors on the break. And stolen by Murray. DeRozan in the corner. No good with the triple.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
And the shot goes in. DeRozan's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
Here's Spencer, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Keegan Murray. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Horford the pass to Spencer. Outside, Kuminga. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Payton. Nice D from DeRozan. Kings shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. Levine finds DeRozan, and that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got 4 assists in the game.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
Spencer, the pass to Horford. Richard, Monk defending.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. King shooting just 31% in the game. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Here's Levine. Basket good. Levine's got 8 points.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Spencer, the pass to Horford. And finished off by Horford.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
DeRozan surveying the D and stolen by Horford. And it's Kuminga that time on the assist by Horford. 14 points for Jonathan Kuminga. .50 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Levine, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And how about the confidence on display from Levine? Just daring the D to get physical with it.
Achua, he's checked in for the Kings. Westbrook comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And potential has really been the key word with Jonathan Kuminga. And each season, he seems to be gaining more and more confidence.
And so Levine will bring it up now for Sacramento. Outside Westbrook. There's a screen by Achua. And it's Russell Westbrook with the 3. He's got 11.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Podziemski with it. He has yet to score. Kuminga, screen on Westbrook. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Moses Moody. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Podziemski in at the point. And he can't get the first one. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
And finished off by Kuminga.
Well, that's just one more opportunity for Kuminga to score, that time using his talent on the offensive glass.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Sabonis. Jackson Davis defending. Sabonis, no good. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Podziemski on the wing. Pass to Moody. From past the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. Moody's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Kings have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. And here is Achua, defended by Kuminga. Now here's Westbrook. Tight defense on him. Can't connect from short range. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The Kings shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Here's Achua. Good on the triple. Achua's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Moody, the bounce pass. Baden outside. Golden State moving it around. And stolen by Achua. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Kuminga. Payton passes to Moody. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 11 rebounds in the game. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And guys, I like what they're doing here in the second half. Getting a lot of production in the paint and still trailing, but starting to show some grit down low.
You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that.
2 on the clock. The Warriors pull it in. Kuminga's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Trying to find Podziemski. Gets it to him. Pass to Moody. Now Podziemski. He's guarded by Schroeder. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Kuminga, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Westbrook kicks to Monk. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Warriors have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. It's stolen by Schroeder. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. Murray comes in for Achua. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Malik Monk. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Can they get it? And the layup is good.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And for Sacramento, their shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And here's Westbrook to the paint. He's looking for LaVine and finds him.
Oh, going over the top, LaVine putting his hops on display.
Timeout called the Warriors. The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's Westbrook. No good there. Good work defensively by Horford. Kuminga goes in. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
The Kings making a switch here. Monk's checked in. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Now, here's Melton. Here's Santos. Outside, Horford. 6 on the shot clock. They get it again. Second chance shot. No good at the rim. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's DeRozan. Al Horford with the rebound. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Drills the three-pointer.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
DeRozan's shot is off. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Well, what a big night for Kuminga. When he gets on a roll, he can simply overpower you.
Now Monk. Pass to Levine. And it's sent back by Horford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
So here's Westbrook. Murray outside. Here's DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Golden State moving it around. From deep. And the three ball is good. Kuminga's got 18 points just in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And DeRozan, here we go. Outside for Murray. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside, Kuminga. Here's DeRozan. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, green assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And the first one drops.
And after not getting to the line in the first half, he has changed his mentality. He's being much more aggressive.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here are the Warriors now. Podziemski with it. Inside. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Outside Westbrook. Sabonis, the pass to Westbrook. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Westbrook's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
There's a screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spencer's checked in. Westbrook can't get it to go. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. There's Kuminga, and he gets it to go. Kuminga's got 30.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Sacramento has possession. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Throw it down, Keegan. Mr. Murray flying high.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
So when you look at different approaches, the player recovers from load management, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there. Where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
And so difficult to defend. When Westbrook is hurting you off the bounce, he's hurting you off the catch.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Over in the corner, Kuminga. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Outside, Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight.
And good job by Levine fighting for that position. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jonathan Kuminga.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Left side, Levine. 6 to shoot. Comes up empty down low. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Pass to Jackson Davis. Over Sabonis. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Up top to DeRozan. Covered by Payton. Now here's Sabonis. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And so it's Golden State with it. And Kuminga throws it down.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. There was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Stephen, another quality win. Is this one you can build on?
For sure. We're trying to create momentum. We don't understand what it takes.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports, and we'll see you next time.